Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today's video is going to be beauty hacks that you really should know if you're applying makeup, self-tanner. I have beauty hacks for hair, pretty much everything, you guys. So if you want to find out what those are that can make your life just a little easier, then just keep watching. Okay, so I want to start off with self-tanners. Okay, I don't use them often, but I use them often enough to have learned some tricks throughout the years when applying it and what to do after you apply it to make it look seamless and more natural. I've seen it a million times, someone who's used self-tanner and they've either used the wrong color for them, or they did not blend it in well when they were applying it, or they just didn't do the little trick that I know to do that keeps it from looking orange, where your lighter skin meets the tan skin. Okay, like you'll see it a lot in this area, your wrists, on your hands, as well as your ankles and your feet, elbows and knees, because those are the areas that tend to have a thicker skin going into a thinner skin. Like the palms of your hands, the skin there is different than the skin on your wrist and around. Okay, same with your feet and your ankles. So the trick that I've learned through the years is whenever you apply your self-tanner, you definitely want to use less as you're going down on your hands. Always do the hands and the feet last, like the tops of your feet last, and make sure that you blend it in really well around the edges. You want to just give it a nice little buffer around the edges when you blend it. Even if you come up onto the palms of your hands, that's fine. Just don't go in too far. You always want to wear a mitt whenever you're applying your self-tanner, because that helps to keep it from getting on the palms as much. And then the most important thing to do here, ladies, is you want to use a good lotion. A good, you don't want to use one that's greasy or oily. You want to use one that is oil-free, basically. And they're hard to find. And it can have some oils in it, just certain types of oils. The one that I find that works best is this moisturizing cream. It's got the coconut oil in it. It also has vitamin E. So this is great to use after you've applied your sunscreen. I mean your self-tanner. Sorry, I got sunscreen on the brain. After you've applied your self-tanner, then you want to come back with the lotion or moisturizing cream, and you want to rub it on the areas where like your wrists, right through here, your hands, around the edges of your feet, your toes, your heel and ankle area, your elbows, and your knees. You want to hit those areas after you've already done the self-tanner. And before you put the self-tanner on, it's always a good idea to moisturize your entire body with lotion. It allows the self-tanner to absorb better and to give you a more even distribution of the tanner itself. So lotion first, and then hit those spots of concern with lotion afterwards, and just make sure that you've let it soak in and get a good application there. Make sure it's blended out nicely. Okay, so once you do that, you will find that your self-tanner looks flawless and it looks natural. Okay, and you will no longer have that orange or that line of from self-tanner to no self-tanner areas. It'll be blended out very nicely. Trust me, it looks great when you do that. Okay, so I have a few notes that I'm going to be glancing down at so that I don't forget my tips, because there's a few here. Okay, so if you know how you go to the store and they help you pick your foundation colors or whatever, but if you're in Walmart, there's really no one there to help you, and they don't have any testers. You can't really try it out. All you can do is hold the bottle up, and a lot of times the bottles come frosted or whatever, and you can't really see the color as well, and you don't want to open one up to try it out, you know. or if you order your foundations online and you really can't test them out, and let's say you get it in and oh, it's too dark. Oh, I hate that, you know. But there is something you can do to help lighten that foundation up to where you can use it. If it's only a shade or two too dark, yes, number one, you can mix it with a lighter foundation. But really, I don't want to have to go out and buy a lighter foundation just to mix with that foundation and then have to continually mix two foundations to get the perfect color for me. What you can do instead is, if you have, again, some moisturizing cream or lotion, I would recommend moisturizing cream. I've seen people use the lotion before and it's okay, it works, but the moisturizing cream is great, especially for your face, because it adds that extra moisture that you may need. So just take a little bit of moisturizer, put it on your face, and then put your foundation on, and then mix it up as you're applying it, and it helps lighten that foundation, and it makes the foundation last twice as long as well. So there's a good tip to lighten up that dark foundation, ladies. Okay, so another tip that I have is, okay, so you know how your mascara, and I know mine, and I use the Lash Paradise. It's all yucky right now. I missed the, when I was putting it away earlier, I missed the hole and I got it on the side. Oh well. But to get the most out of your foundation, it kind of glops up. It gets hard, you know, not hard, but it just clumps up. And in order to keep it from clumping up as much, before you go to apply it, let's say you've gotten out of the shower and you've gotten dressed, but you're not ready to quite do your makeup yet. You want to sit and have a cup of coffee, or you have some phone calls to make, or whatever the case may be, or while you're applying your moisturizer and your foundation and other makeup, you can put your mascara in your bra, ladies. You can stick it into your bra area. And I just got mascara all over my hand. Okay, so you can stick it down into your bra area and let it warm up a little bit before you use it. It will make it more fluid and easier to apply. So that's just a nice little way to warm up your mascara. Just make sure that it's clean when you stick it in there. Okay, and so also, when you're applying your makeup, I know that summertime's over with, but we still, in Texas, it still stays hot well into December, okay? So we still have very hot days, humid days here, and a lot of times when you're outdoors, if there's lots of weddings going on, football games, tailgating, lots of outdoor things going on in the fall. You know, you have Halloween, and here Halloween's usually quite hot. So you don't want to get all dressed up for Halloween and then go out into this humid, hot weather and then have all your makeup run off that you spent, you know, possible hours creating this look for your costume or whatever it may be. Or if you're going to an outdoor wedding, or if you're going to a football game, you're going to be exposed to the sun or heat for a long period of time. You don't want your makeup running off. And yes, setting sprays are wonderful, they're great, they work, but for a several hour period they may not hold up as well. What I like to use is this makeup sealer by Ben Nye. It's called Final Seal, and what that does is it completely seals your makeup and locks it in. You guys, your makeup will not budge under any circumstance. You could go swimming with this on and your makeup will look perfect when you come out. So it pretty much waterproofs your face, okay? So, or even if you do I know my daughter and I, we like to, if we're doing zombies or whatever, we put, you know, the makeup on our arms. You could even use it in that to keep your makeup, whatever, from coming off. Like if we were doing zombies, we would do like areas that were bit out or whatever. So the Ben Nye face sealer is very good to use for that. Okay, let me look at my next tip here. Also, another thing for your mascara is if it does get clumpy and it gets and sticking it in your bra does not loosen it up enough to where you feel like it's working properly, you can take, now the kind that I use, let me grab it here, you can take your contact lens solution, ladies, okay? Don't use the kind that has the peroxide in it, with the red lids, the kind that you can't, if you can't put it directly in your eye, don't use that kind, okay? Use the kind that you can put directly in your eye. This is a multi-purpose. This Bio True is what I use. It's by Bausch & Lomb, and you can take a few drops of this and put it in your mascara and mix it up, and it will make your mascara more fluid as well as last a lot longer, keep it from clumping, and it just makes it a more fluid formulation for you to use, and you can apply it directly to your eye. Now, like I said, don't use the kind that you can't put directly in your eye, because, well, if you can't put it directly in your eye, you don't want to be applying it very close to your eye with your mascara. Make sense? Yeah. So, okay. Also, if you're the kind of person like me, I get busy and I just don't have time to wash my face every night. I know I've said this a few times on my channel. I've actually slept in my makeup before, and that's not a good thing to do. So what I've learned to do is keep my makeup wipes next to my bed. I keep a package. The ones that I use are the Neutrogena, and these will remove waterproof makeup as well. So I keep those next to my bed on my nightstand, and that way when I'm laying down, I'm like dozing off or whatever, I feel like I'm about to go to sleep, I'm like, oh, my makeup, and I'll just wipe my face real quick with those and get off. At least it gets off as much as you can, and it will help keep your pores from getting clogged and causing breakouts. So that's just a good little tip to do. That way you don't have to really fret over it the next morning waking up with a full face of makeup, right? So also, if you have, I don't really like gloss lipsticks. They get all over your teeth and they're just messy. They transfer on everything. I prefer, like what I have on now, a matte, does not transfer, a matte lipstick that does not come off unless you take it off, okay? I don't want my lipstick getting everywhere. But I do have some glossy lipsticks that I just love the colors, and I don't like it to be really glossy. Sometimes I like it to be matte. You can take a little bit of concealer and dab it on your lips before applying the gloss or satin finish lipstick, and it will mattify that lipstick, ladies. You don't have to buy a special product to mattify it. Just use some concealer on your lips and then apply your lipstick, and it will make it look a little more matte. Also, you can take some cornstarch and add it to your fingernail polish to make your fingernail polish look matte as well. So you know, I've seen people buy the extra nail polish that's a mattifying nail polish, so you paint your nails and then you put the mattifying nail polish over it. Well, you know, a lot of people already have cornstarch in your kitchen cupboards. I know I do, because I use it to cook with and stuff like that. So just apply a little bit of cornstarch in your nail polish and mix it up, and then paint your nails with it, and it will look matte. So there you go, 2 things you can do with cornstarch that you didn't know you could do, I bet. Okay, so the next one is, if you have, like me, okay, you can see I have, I don't know, I think it's thinning hair, but if you have areas and you're light skinned like I am, but you have a little bit darker root, it's very easy to think that you're, you know, have thinning hair or you have a bald spot or whatever. What I like to do is I like to get some eyeshadow that matches my hair color and just brush it on the scalp area in my parts and around my hairline, and that keeps my hair from looking so thin. It helps to make it look thicker and fuller. So that's just a little tip. Use your eyeshadow or face powder. If you have a dark face powder, just put that in those areas, and that helps keep your hair looking thicker and fuller. Another thing I like to do is my hair gets frizzy, and I use this hair product that helps keep the frizz down. But if you use too much, it's like an oil base, and if my hair is really thin as well and it's fine, it's a fine consistency, it's not thick, it's not coarse, it's very fine, fly away, you know. And when I use that stuff, it weighs it down and it makes it look dirty, and I don't like that. I like my hair to be clean looking but not fly away, you know. So what I do is I'll apply that oil, I know I've showed you guys this before. It's by Rusk. It's just a hair treatment oil, and you apply it and rub it and put it all over your hair, and try to keep it away from the roots, because if you get it near the root area, you definitely will have oily looking hair. But if it does happen and it makes your hair weigh down, or if you use a conditioner that weighs your hair down, or if you use any other product that weighs your hair down and makes it look oily or too heavy, then you can come back with, and what I like to do is use my dry shampoo, and I just spray it all over my hair and work it in, okay? And that way it gives my hair a little bit of a boost. It does dull the shine a little bit when you use that, but that's what it's for. It's to get into those oily areas and soak up that oil. But you know, if you don't want your hair looking dirty and you still want to give it that light, airy feel, then you can use the dry shampoo. What I like to do is when I get out of the shower and I apply the oil stuff all over and it dries and it just looks very heavy, I'll come back in and I'll spritz up underneath and just kind of work it out to give it that lift, because dry shampoo will help volumize your hair. If you don't have a volumizing spray that you can use, then use your dry shampoo. It works great. Okay, so let me see, what was my next thing? Also, when you're using your dry shampoo, you want to take it and if you're going to use it for really to make your hair look clean, if you haven't had time to wash it, you're in between washings. I like to only wash my hair maybe once or twice a week, because if you wash it more than that, you get rid of the natural oils and it makes your hair very dry, and you don't want it to be dry. You just want it to look dry, right? Not dry, but you know what I mean. You want it to look healthy. And so I like to take my dry shampoo and I'll spray it in my root area and kind of mix it in with my fingers a little bit right before I go to bed and go to sleep. And as you're tossing and turning throughout the night and sleeping on your pillow, it is working that dry shampoo in and it's absorbing all the oils. And when you wake up the next morning, you look like you just washed and dried your hair. So it looks very clean, very natural looking. So apply it the night before, not the morning of. It really does help to get it blended in nicely. Okay, another thing that will help you to make a product look fuller and last longer, give your it'll help boost your lashes a little bit and help your mascara go farther, is if you put baby powder or even your face powder on your lashes before you apply your mascara. Then it really does help to thicken up the lashes and create that volume that maybe your mascara doesn't give. So just remember to use a little bit of face powder on your lashes before you apply your mascara, and it will help to boost that volume in your lashes as well. So you can also do it in between each, like say some people use 2, 3, 4 coats of mascara. Do the baby powder in between the coats of mascara and it'll help build up that volume as well. So you can do it 2 or 3 times, not just that one time. So yeah. Another thing about mascara, I guess this could have just been a full mascara video, couldn't it? Because I've talked a lot about that, but there are so many things you can do to help lengthen and make your lashes look very full and long. And sometimes you just have a crappy mascara and you want to use it because, hey, you spent money on it, but it's not doing what you want it to do. So there are things that you can do to help maximize that mascara. What I like to do, like today I do not have on any lashes. I just use mascara. I've only applied 2 coats, and yes, I'm using Lash Paradise. It's a really good mascara, but I did apply the powder and I did use 2 coats. I did not use the powder in between because I just didn't feel it necessary with this mascara. But when I applied it, I don't go out. Whenever I'm applying my mascara, I don't just take and blink and lift up and out. I like to go inward, go in towards your nose, not towards your temples when you're applying your mascara. When you go in and wiggle it, and then blink and move your brush that way. Don't hit your nose, of course, but you know, you want to, I will show you. I'll do a quick, ooh, I need to clean it because I got it all dirty now. See the, just mess. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my little compact here and just kind of show you guys what I mean. When you're going in and you're wiggling it, go that way and put it on, moving your lashes that way. It will make your lashes look so much fuller, and it will give them that lift and volume that you may want or need. I really enjoy doing it that way. I've been doing it that way for a while, and sometimes you don't even have to wear false lashes. When you do it that way, it makes your lashes full and voluptuous, you know. So okay, just drop my wipies. Yay. And that is pretty much all the hacks that I have for you guys today. I will, when I have time to sit down and really come up with some more, because I know there's a lot more out there. I just don't have time to really get into everything right now. But those are the main ones that I thought would help you guys to be better at either applying your makeup, keeping your makeup longer, making it go farther and last, or using it in different ways that will help you. So I hope you got some much needed information from this video. If you learned something today, leave me a comment down below and let me know. That always helps me to know when I help you guys. I just really love doing that and giving you the information that I get that may help your life be easier. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel, and thank you for joining me. I love you all. Have a great day. Be good to yourself and each other. Bye guys.